Good afternoon from the Willows. Stonesbitter First Division Championship time. Saints taking the field first, receiving the applause from their fans. The game is Salford versus St Helens. St Helens having the advantage of league position and league points, and Salford at the other end of the table, 11th position, only 3 victories so far, looking for a big game today. Saints fans certainly swelling the numbers here at the Willows, and Saints, Ron, must be feeling good about this one, wouldn't you think?
Well, you'd think so, Steve. Obviously it's third in the league. We've got to make sure that we don't lose at all. We've got to try and get points back on the old Fire Eaters at the top. They have a clean sheet, 12 out of 12. We've lost 2 with 10 on the run, so it must be looking good, but it's on the day, Steve, and that's it, isn't it?
Yep, and at this minute it's nice to think back to last year's day when Salford had one of the biggest victories over Saints since the war. Will that be repeated today? Well, we'll soon find out. Salford taking the time to come out of the tunnel, and this game for Salford so very important. Down at the bottom there are 9 clubs with only 4 league points between them, and really every victory at home so important for any club in that position. Oldham certainly showing the way on Tuesday with a superb victory against Bradford Northern, and in many ways that was a victory that perhaps has handed the title at this early stage to Wigan. But at last it's a Salford team who are taking the field now. Let me run through this Salford team today. Salford fans gleefully welcoming their heroes and their young mascot. What a great day it must be for that little youngster. Scott Kent, age 5, from St Paul's, New Windsor School, and already Jason Williams has become his favourite. You know why. Let me go through that team. Marnes at full-back, Ford, Critchley, Williams and McAvoy. Let me just check that that's right. That means McAvoy's on the wing and Williams in the centre. Blakely and Gregory are the half-backs in the forward. Young, Lee, Eccles, Forber, Randall and Paniper, and substitutes Naylor and Marsden. Ron, let's quickly go through the Saints team. Prescott, a formidable outfit, just looking down these names. Steve Prescott at full-back, Haig, Gibbs, Laughlin, Sullivan, Martin and Goulding the half-backs, and the forwards Neal, Dwyer, Perolini, Joint, Nicol, Cooper, and substitutes Vivers and Pickavance. Many internationals amongst that team makes them the favourites for today, but if Salford can produce a performance like the one they did against Wakefield, maybe an upset's on the card. But on the other hand, if we see a performance like the Salford team produced against Hull a couple of weeks ago, well, it really could be a very big victory for Saints. A long way to go. The pitch in excellent condition for this one, Ron, and the condition's good.
To be quite honest here, I was only commenting about that before. I think it's the best pitch that I've seen at Salford. Obviously, a lot of times we come here and we've had lots of heavy rain as the matches have nearly been called off, but the pitch, as you say, Steve, is looking in excellent condition. Obviously, a credit to the groundsman. We have had some mild weather, let's hope it stops mild and we've not got a lot of this freezing weather that we usually have to go out and we get some bum positions, Steve, don't we, but we'll get on with it.
That's right, good pitches are a big help for good rugby, aren't they? The good handling, it must be very good underfoot, perhaps a bit slippy because it's rain during the week. But it's good to see what for the Willows these days is a fair crowd. Even so, I don't think there are 5,000 here, as Blakely gets the game underway. And Saints with the first promising run, but the tackle comes within the 20. Saints in their change strip today, running forward forcefully. Applause for the run from the Saints fans. And Saints still going forward. Oh, it was good play from Saints. Saints quickly proving what ability they've got in that team. We know all of them so far catching the eye. Sullivan at the end of that break nearly created an opening. Saints running with so much purpose, and that was a very, very important tackle on Chris Joint, Paniper and Critchley. Good 6, good first 6 from Saints. The kick from Goulding taken by Manu, runs straight then inside and through. A good clearing run from Scott Marn, but an excellent 6 from Saints, looking really sharp. Is that how you saw it, Ron? Very sharp.
Of course it is, Steve. They've got to get the ball, obviously try and put Salford up at their end of the field and continue now with the tackling to hold Salford up there.
Yep, and that's just what they're doing. Ball went backwards, but nobody going for it. Gregory for the kick, and Salford noticeably not making ground then, but it's back to Saints.
Yes, Steve Prescott taps it and plays it forward. Certainly Salford looked a little bit at 6s and 7s there. They didn't really know what to do. But a penalty there. Paul Farber, the ex-Saint, accused of holding down at the tackle. Didn't look anything in it from Steve really, but the first penalty going to the Saints. And Golding finds touch 10 metres inside the Salford half. You regular spectators that come to the Willers, you'll know where we are positioned in the top tier, and obviously we're surrounded full of Salfordians. It's like I'm out on a limb here, but the referee says play on. A little bit of interference at the ball. Salford claiming a knock-on, but now it's Apollo Perolini making his league debut for the Saints. He did play at loose forward against the touring Aussies, but this is his first league debut appearance. The ball wasn't played correctly, and yes, David Young there just coming in and getting on the loose ball, but the Saints going to be penalised now. No, I beg your pardon, it's Young that's penalised for going, well, yes, it's Young that's penalised for going down with an elbow on the Saints tacklers. I thought that the Saints were going to be penalised there, Steve, for not getting off quickly enough. Yeah.
Certainly the referee was very certain he saw something, but anybody who knows David Young knows that he's not that sort of player, and it looked as though if the obstructions were being made by anybody, it was by Saints, but the decision going Saints' way, and Saints certainly having had virtually 100% of it in these opening few minutes, and Goulding with this chance of the 2 points for Saints. Saints looking very sharp in possession and also tackling decisively. Goulding saying a prayer perhaps. Strikes it well, but going wide. So 2 points missed.
Well, yes, Steve, 2 points missed. Can't really afford to miss those. Right in front of the sticks. Kicker of Goulding's capability. But it's early days yet. Only 3 minutes, nearly 4 minutes of the game gone. And as you said in your introduction, Steve, obviously Saints have got to try and wipe out that 34-2 defeat here at the Willows last season. But it's Andy Haig in for the injured Alan Hunt, out for possibly 6 weeks. Hunt with a knee injury, which he got in the test match. But it's John Neal turning in the tackle, but solid tackling there. Craig Randall, along with Young as well. Joint on to Tommy Martin, but good tackle there, Phil Ford, the veteran wingman. Now Dwyer plays it. Goulding takes it across, looks for that half gap, but solid tackling there. Farber as well. Good tackling there. Cliff Eccles, the instigator. Interception from Gregory.
Oh, great chance now for Salford from nothing. Williams is trying to get clear, but good defence from Saints. And that really was a crunching tackle by Farber on Gregory that almost created that position, but well snapped up by Gregory when the loose pass was thrown, and Salford for the first time in possession inside the Saints half of the field. But not yet making the 20. Salford not lining out too well this right hand side, but it's coming this way nonetheless. Farber makes the first one his and takes play into the 20. So Salford with their best attacking position so far in this game. 5 minutes gone. Gregory in the line. Gregory running and running, looking for the passes. He gets one. Scott Mann, full flow, superbly timed pass. Great take, but Mann couldn't break the tackle. There's a kick right across the face of the goal. It's going everywhere. Taken by the Saints man. Great Salford chase, great kick, great defence, but it was taken cleanly. Now what's on for Saints?
Yes, a quick play, the ball from the 20 after Steve Prescott took that under a lot of pressure. But Salford could have nearly scored on the far side. A beautiful break by Mann, chirping into the line. But now it's Joints bringing it away. Tries for crossing, but Loughlin just overrunning Chris Joint. Now with Perolini. In for the injured Adam Fogarty, but was the ball ripped out? The referee says yes. Well, it certainly looked like that from our angle, much to the dismay of the Salford spectators just at the back of me. But it looked to me, Steve, obviously in my unbiased opinion, that ball was ripped out when the referee said it was.
Yeah, well, I don't agree with it, because Perolini's dropped the ball on a previous occasion. It looked as though he was having it free to release it. And Salford, that's a bit unlucky, but the play goes on, and that's all that matters. Salford are going to have to be sharp now on defence.
Well, they are, and as he said, it's the referee that makes the decision. But it's John Neal, 15 metres from the Salford line. Saints looking to put the first point to the game on the board. Here's Perellini again, pushes one off. Loose forward, Paniper pushed him out of the way, centre field, 10 metres from the line. Golding back to full fitness, draws the defence in. Loughlin, super tackle there by Ford. The ball's loose and Salford are back in possession.
Yeah, good attack that was from Saints, but a great tackle from Phil Ford. And there's a crispness about the game, Ron, isn't there, that's good to be part of.
There certainly is. There's no danger about that. Obviously, early minutes and league positions mean nothing, do they? You know, until you get cracking, and who knows.
That's right. Both defences standing firm in these early stages. Good to see Salford doing their tackling sprints. Critchley taking the ball forward well. Eccles going forward straight and strong, and still pushing off Nicol first of all. And Salford breaking quickly. Gregory changes the angle. No men in support. Has to go back to Blakely, but Blakely tries to run, but well taken down. No ground made with that play, but nonetheless Blakely plays it to himself, and then the referee has to pick out the tackler for being in an offside position. That was Scott Gibbs, was it then, tackling before Blakely had run the 10 metres, having noticed that they didn't have a marker. And this gives Salford the chance to push play deeper into Saints territory. Good kick, good touch, fine that one from Blakely. And Salford now having another chance to attack the Saints line. David Young's doing it first, going in strongly to the 10 metre line. Great attacking position for Salford. What can they do with it? Eccles going and going, working the short side. Salford very close, but the Saints defence holding firm. Gregory's in the line again, he's got the runners. Goes inside to Paniper, Paniper drops it. Possession lost, and an opportunity goes a-begging. So an unforced error there. Ron and Salford were trying to work a move, but the Saints defence was looking sound.
Well, it did, yes. Obviously, they're trying to work a move, Steve, and this little man Gregory is going to be watched. We know he's getting on in years, but he's certainly crafty, isn't he? And Saints are going to have to contain him. They get the ball from the scrum. Scott Gibbs has it. Cooper attacking half-back. Salford urged to get back on side, and Saints bring it out again. Paul Loughlin coming off a drop-off pass by Tommy Martin, but he's quickly bounced to the ground. Young and Randall, I think it was, in at the tackle, but he's taken a knock. And solid tackling again. The referee looking to the touch judges. Cooper there and Mark Lee collide, and both players taking injuries. Gregory coming in on Nicol, certainly looked rather robust, but Nicol is tackled. Cooper certainly doesn't look a well man. The captain, Neil, slips it inside to Perellini. We'll have to keep hold of this ball. We have had a little bit of rain before the kick-off, and maybe the ball is a little greasy, but Saints down to 12 men as Golding chips it through. Prescott chasing it. Oh, Scott Mann took it well, kept his eye on the ball and cool as a cucumber.
Great rugby league goal. The sharp kick from Goulding, communicating with his players that that's what he was going to do. The kick was into space, judged to perfection, but Mann judged that he had to go forward to take it, did just that, and took it so cleanly under a lot of pressure. So this is a sad sight to see. Cooper obviously having had a bad knock there in a collision with Mark Lee. I'm sure it was seen to be quite accidental, but it doesn't look as though Shane Cooper's going to play any further part in this game. The penalty going Salford's way for a different incident, and Salford have the chance to build again. So Salford certainly, Mark Lee looking to be running well again. Eccles going forward strongly. So who will be substitute for Phil Vevers? Well, it's not a bad, is it, when you can have somebody of Phil Vevers' quality. David Young being roughed up there, referee says nothing. Gregory onto Eccles, onto Randall. Randall going so well, but again Saints alert to what was going on. All of them after all that, it's as though Cooper started to run it off. Oh, pass well taken by Williams. Williams looking for the opportunity. Mann takes that one, goes straight, then goes round one man, still looks to go forward, not quite got the support. Cooper running himself back to fitness. Martley's goes back inside to Panaper. Panaper on his own, so close to this line. It's the last one now. Can Salford do something this time? It's going to go left. Gregory's there, the little kick through into space, but it's put down and stopped by Saints. Great period of play from Salford. Good that Cooper is going off. Beaver's coming on. He'll have time to recover. Great period of play for both teams.
Oh, it is, Stephen. The old man there, well, you know, I say it lovingly. Gregory there putting a lovely little grubber through. Prescott had to touch it down. Now Saints forced to drop out from between the sticks. Salford get the ball back. Another set of 6. Let's see what they can do.
Good kick going a long way back. McAvoy. Well, what's the referee saying? It went backwards. McAvoy's first touch. McAvoy playing on the wing today. Jason Williams going inside, and that's good. And Williams showing his enormous skill there, going around so many men and still not being put down. Well, Saints fans thought he'd been grounded. The referee said he hadn't. And Salford moving it forward. Now can Salford take advantage of this position, of this possession there into their second series of 6. David Young, little run around. Nice little dummy from Martley, but what an important tackle that was. Move not completed for Salford. Gregory does well in the end to hang on to that one. Williams out there, tries to get around one, doesn't quite, but he gets his pass away nonetheless. Gregory working the short side to McAvoy. McAvoy straightens up, but the tackle's made. It's the last one. Salford not only just penetrating the 20. Gregory's there. Onto Eccles, onto Panaper. The little kick into space. The chase is on, but it's going comfortably to be taken by Sullivan. And that is an important tackle on a man with the speed to go the length of the field. Saints looking good on defence then, Ron.
Yes, but Salford equally, Steve, looking good on attack, and they're throwing this ball about, and that's what they've got to do, obviously, to try and penetrate the Saints' defence. Beavers on there as a replacement for Shane Cooper, and you couldn't ask anything more. The experienced Beavers played in virtually every position for the Saints, and I'm sure he'll give his all. He's just happy to get a jersey this season. 10 years at the Saints, and looking forward to a testimonial next season as Sonny Nicol powers his way into the Salford half. First time we've been inside the Salford half for quite a while. 13.5 minutes gone on the clock. No score at present. Golding with the kicking duties, puts it downfield. It's going to be too deep. Scott Mann will retrieve it. So things just not going right in the kicking game. Obviously Bobby Golding thought it had touched the Salford player, Steve, and appealing for it.
Yep, I think that's right, and I think the fans thought the same as well. And that sort of fan power, isn't it? Player and fan power making the referee go to consult the touch judge, and the decision changed. So if it touched a Salford player, then that's the right decision. So Salford now under pressure from a very innocuous situation, but that's the sort of decision that some teams can take advantage on. Saints back in possession.
Yes, from the dropout. Let's see what we can do now. This set of 6, Andy Haig looking to make headway. Virtually watertight Salford defence at present. Panaper, the first man in. That was Bernard Dwyer, turned it inside. Perolini up the middle. Fogarty out injured with an ankle, but it's Bernard Dwyer, scampers through. 20 metres now from the Salford line, centre field. Vevers at the acting half-back position, so it looks as though Vevers has gone to hook in, and Bernard Dwyer to the loose forward. Chris Joint, lovely drop-off ball off Golding. Now with Loughlin, Vevers, John Neal. Back to Dwyer, yes, back to Golding. Well, they cry for a knock on here. It certainly didn't look as though he'd actually reached him, but the referee was right on the job, and somebody flattened off the ball. And Jeanette Smith again, so certainly the game is very physical to say the least, but just solid tackling there, Steve, but the Saints player's injured.
It was good attacking play from Saints, without a doubt. The handling was crisp. There were men running off the ball in support, but if that was good, then the Salford defence in that period of play really was even better, because they were a match for whatever the Saints were able to do. Consultation going on here. And Prober being pulled out, something either in a tackle or after a tackle, and it looks as though it's going to result in a penalty against Salford. 16 minutes on the scoreboard. And the penalty going to go Saints' way after a period of stalwart defence from Salford. And Golding looking for a second as though he was going to run it, but surely going for the 2 points instead. It's been a great opening to the game.
Well, we'd followed the ball there, Steve, hadn't we? I didn't see anything, you know, obviously we can look at that again on the video, but we'd followed the ball. But according to the referee's indication, he's accused of Farber of going in with the elbow, a late elbow on Phil Beavers. But a chance for the Saints. Obviously they've got a penalty, but both teams playing well. I think Salford's had the majority of it, to be quite honest, Steve. And Golding looking for his first goal. That's his second attempt. Well, he only just got that in, didn't he? Just to the right-hand side of the left-hand upright. But 16 minutes gone on the clock, and Bobby Golding with his 45th goal of the season puts Saints 2-0 in the lead.
Yep, and Salford doing very, very well. Perhaps they have had the better of it, but unfortunately we've seen that before and not seen that advantage in terms of position and possession converted into tries, because that's the only judge of who has the better of it at the end of the day. Saints back in possession from the kick-off.
Yes, and Andy Haig runs it out again. A deep kick by Salford, trailing by 2 points to nil. 17 minutes gone on the clock. It's certainly an exciting game. There's no danger about that. Both sides not frightened of throwing the ball about. And Scott Gibbs battering his way forward. Solid tackling there. Jason Critchley involved. Joint onto Loughlin, coming through at pace. Phil Ford, a veteran campaigner, along with Craig Randall. They bring him to a halt. Dwyer now wants a kneel. He takes it centre field. Cliff Eccles. He clamps him. And now Saints have got to build up again. Salford move up quickly. Got to try and break this defence. Tommy Martin looked to turn in the tackle, but excellent clamp tackling again, as it's been from both these sides this afternoon. Golding gets the kick away, and Ford now lets virtually his first touch, Steve.
Yes, he's played well on defence, Ford has, and in possession, 3 men round him, and an injury. Play goes on. Salford getting this ball across the field very quickly, and Eccles looking as though he might have created half an opening. Farber coming back this way, but the tackler's alert to what's going on. Nicol pulls him down again. Referee says nothing, and the referee finally says, "Oh, getting a bit too tight, a bit messy around there," and the penalty going Salford's way. A bit untidy, and Ford looks to be up and recovered, as Blakely makes another excellent touch kick and puts Salford 30 metres from the line, 2 points in arrears. David Young with the first charge forward. Eccles with the second. Gregory in the line, and this time Saints penalised for being offside, well out of the eye of everybody other than the referee, obviously not affecting play in any way, and this will give Steve Blakely the opportunity to go for goal. So perhaps a bit of an unusual decision, that, so when the play going the other way to complete, did you think, Ron?
Well, I would say so myself, but obviously if you're offside, Steve, and that's it. As you just said, it wasn't affecting the play, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It's a chance, obviously, for Salford to level the scores up, and all points are acceptable, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't saying it wasn't a good decision.
Oh no, obviously for you it is. But
it was a surprise.
Earlier on in the season, when Salford at Knowsley Road, and the game was very close, wasn't it? It was 34-28, an excellent game. Salford could have easily taken it at the end, but Saints came through. And Blakely there with his 27th goal of the season, that levels the scores up.
Yep, 2-2. Important 2 points. Saints getting on with it very quickly. Oh, and that's going to be a knock-on behind the line. Salford not quite in possession, not quite in position to receive that ball. Speed. Well, it was a combination. First of all, Forber jumped up for it, and yes, it was Scott Mann in the end. But it was the speed of the kick-off and the thinking from Saints to get on with it that was all important there.
And I suppose this is what you've got to do. You've got to employ all the tactics in your repertoire to try and put the opposition off. Obviously, it worked that time. And from Salford, they should have had possession. Saints now have the possession. And a set of 6. And Andy Haig takes it off Phil Vevers, who took the ball from the dropout. 27 metres out roughly from the Salford line. The game neatly poised, 2 points apiece, and we're just in the second quarter of the first half. Dwyer at the acting half-back position. On to John Neal, looking for support. He gets it this time. And you've got to follow this big Cumbrian, John Neal. Punches holes in the opposition defence. Golding changes the point of attack. It's now Laughlin, still pumping the legs. 10 metres from the line. Saints in the attack, on the attack. Golding, Martin gives the dummy. Martin goes for the line. Golding looking for the return pass. Last one of the sequence. It's now with Vevers. Vevers gives the dummy and then dives over. Super try from the veteran Vevers. I know he won't mind me saying he's the veteran, but he's been at St Helens 10 years. And you can hear the crowd there, the Saints crowd that's gathered in the cantilever stand there at the end. They chant Vevers, Vevers. But it was on the 6th tackle, Steve. It came across. Looked as though Vevers was going to unload it over here to the Sullivan wing, but he gave the dummy. Salford took it, and Vevers dove in at short range. Must be disappointed with that.
But really, it's like a home game for Saints up that end, isn't there? With so many Saints fans. And certainly making their presence felt and swelling the numbers here at the Willows today. As Golding again just has the 2 points, so 8-2, 23 minutes gone.
Well, it gives us a bit of breathing space, obviously, Steve, but you notice this on the 6th tackle. You find out that the defending side seems to drop back. Obviously, they don't know what to expect, whether it's going to be a little kick through or an up and under, or obviously the team going to run it. They've got to watch. Well, it didn't matter in that occasion because they was all lined up on their own line about being offside, but they just seemed to hang back on that occasion. Mr. Versatility got it and went in at short range. His first try of the season, that, you know. Salford kick off. Vevers takes it. Scott Gibbs run through a brick wall, this lad Gibbs, but he loses possession, and Salford have the ball in a good attacking position.
Well, that really is a bonus for Salford now, and if they can do something with it so soon after conceding the score, and they're so close, the same sort of position that Saints were in. Mark Lee having to hang on, getting not perhaps the crispness there from Salford that Saints have, but nonetheless the runners are there. Gregory's one of them, goes out to a long way over that side. Tackle May, that was Critchley that time. McAvoy's going to go and try and get there on his own, and he nearly does as well. Very deceptive in his running is Nathan McAvoy. It's the last one. Gregory's in the line, coming over this way to Lee, has to go through, but bounces so kindly for Prescott, and Salford lucky that Prescott actually slipped there, and this time it's Ford going to be penalised for going in a little overzealously, having once made the tackle successfully. Ford needs to walk away, else there might be more than just a penalty against him. And there is now, this time for Gregory, for talking unnecessarily, and all of a sudden Saints, from being under pressure, have relieved the pressure, and Salford have taught themselves into unnecessary trouble.
Well, you're right there, Steve. On occasions he is a liability for, isn't he?
No.
Well, I'd expect you to say that. But Dwyer brings it short side. Oh, Gregory in there. Over the top, and there is Critchley round the legs. The defence closed up quickly there. Perolini, he's full of running. Saints 8-2 in the lead. Golding again. Vevers reading it across field. Laughlin breaks the first line defence, slips it out to Scott Gibbs. He couldn't take it. He bounced off his chest, and I think it's McAvoy back in possession. Steve.
Yes, so that was one of the rare mistakes from Saints that we're seeing this afternoon. Ball didn't quite stay to hand. And that surely was a high tackle. And that has to be more than just a penalty, surely, Mr. Referee. Critchley. Out. Well, Salford can't afford to lose players of Critchley's calibre. Critchley on his feet again, but surely going to be groggy after that very, very high tackle round his head as David Young puts the Salford cause as forward as he does so often. Critchley and Blakely in the line, having to hang on to that one because the Saints' defence was up so quickly, but there was some good Salford line that time. No way through for Blakely. Williams always wanting the ball, making a big impression on this Salford team, Salford fans. Gregory's there again. Where's his support? One way, but Barn did so well to take that one. Now McAvoy got a cover down there, but still makes few important yards for Salford. Mann did well to take that pass. Where are the runners? There's one of them, and Eccles doing well to take that, but not into clear space, and no short on numbers this time. The kick's coming through. Ford's on the chase. Sullivan's going. Sullivan gets it. Prescott gets it, and then between them, Salford push Prescott over the line to get what hopefully will be possession. Great period of play. Good defence again from Saints.
Good defence. Tidied up. Sullivan missed it. Prescott tidied it up. I thought Ford was slightly offside there, Steve, but it didn't matter. Obviously, Sullivan had played it, and then Ford tidied Prescott off, took him up, put him over the line, in possession, and now Salford will have this ball back from the drop-out between the sticks.
Yeah, with Williams. Nicol taking him down. McAvoy on his own, but still stays on his feet, but gets the ball away unnecessarily perhaps, but looking good, and Saints all of a sudden bringing it forward. Another chance gone for Salford there.
Yes, one pass too many, Steve. Should have stuck hold of it.
Too early in the plays, yep.
Yeah, should have stuck hold of it, but Joint breaking through. Laughlin's on the inside. Sullivan couldn't take it. I think Ford would have had him covered, but Laughlin was steaming on Joint's right. But a good break there by Chris Joint, second row international Pac-Man. Sullivan on the outside. I don't think he would have got past Phil Ford there. He had him weighed up, but the break was there, the support was there, but good cover defence there, Steve.
Yep, yeah. Excellent rugby league. That's what we come to see. Both teams contributing so much to that period of play. Good long pass. Another long pass. Critchley. Mann straightens up. Referee says that was not head high, and Critchley has the chance to go forward and gets his pass out to Blakely. Blakely straightens up, goes forward. Again, can't quite get clear, but good period from Salford. This 30 minutes gone. Randall comes back inside, stays on his feet, gets his passes away. Salford trying to find a line here. Gregory's trying to find a space, goes forward. David Young throws a little dummy, and then he gets his pass out to Forber. Good play from Salford going forward. Gregory. Blakely goes back inside, still runs, gets the pass away to Williams. Williams tries to straighten up. Good play from Salford. Forber straightens up. Excellent rugby, but the Saints defence a match for it so far. Gregory again, and the runners are there. The dummy's there, it's a long one. It's going to Sullivan. Unless you get him soon, he's going to be away. Is he going on his own? Is he going to get hit run? Is he going to get Golding's there? There's three Saints men to on Salford.
Yeah, and Golden again inside to Sullivan. Sullivan onto Prescott. Prescott will make it in the corner. Oh, superb length of the field try. But you can't fault Phil Ford there for effort. He must have covered every blade of grass that Sullivan. He followed Sullivan all the way, but a superb try in the end for Saints. From broken play, you know, with Salford up there at this end, the ball...
Well, it was the over-adventurous pass from Andy Gregory, the long pass that was floating, that in actual fact was probably drifting forward. Sullivan had time to make it his, and then there was the space for the three of them, and the three Saints players broke so well. Sullivan, Goulding and Prescott, and like you say, you might have said Ford sometimes goes the wrong way, but then his effort in defence was absolutely brilliant.
32 minutes gone of the first half, 8 minutes remaining, and Salford looking to put things right, obviously, from the last match when they went down at the Boulevard by 29 points to 16. Saints just scraping through by 18 points to 14. That last second Scott Gibbs try. And here comes Scott Gibbs again. He takes the ball from Phil Beavers. Bernard Dwyer acting half-back. Salford move up quickly, obviously want to contain the Saints in their own 20. Beavers powers through again. Solid tackling there Andy Gregory always sniffing round there, and Cliff Eccles the other tackler. John Neal brings it on the short side. Mark Lee, ex-Saint, along with Paul Farber. Farber about 11 years at St Helens and revelling in his new challenge here at Salford. Player of the year, I think, Steve, wasn't he, last year or the year before? But he certainly gives his all. Tommy Martin chips it through. Off his leg, regathers it, but it's back to Salford, and the referee will allow play on.
And Salford, from nothing, have the chance to do something. And Phil Ford playing so well. And I think perhaps Salford lucky not to be penalised when those kicks were coming in from Saints. Mark Lee, I think, was causing some sort of obstruction, but nonetheless, Salford back in possession, and a score in this stage will be so important to them if they're going to get back into this game. They've had just as much of it in terms of position and possession as Saints, but Saints have had that important decisive killer touch near the line on one occasion and from 80 yards away on another. Short side move. Farber just slipping, unfortunately. It's the last one. Referee got his hand up. Gregory's there with the kick. That's an awful kick. It's gone backwards, and another chance for Saints now. All of a sudden, and how lucky that is. So Salford have the chance again. So what a let-off for Salford that is. A drop pass that would almost certainly have brought another Saints try, and Williams the chance to go forward. What a let-off for Salford. Gregory in the line. On to Blakely, and Blakely is going to. He is by the post, brilliant. Had to come after all his possession, and Blakely so good in those positions. Such a sharp, incisive, elusive runner. That time it was Gregory's pass going to hand. Blakely making the space on his own and going over by the post. Great try for Salford, and one that they needed to bring them back into it. And in rugby league, and you've got the position and the possession in that part of the field, then tries are so important, as are conversions like that one. No mistake from Steve Blakely, who's emerged as one of the game's most reliable goal kickers, point scorers, and developing into a real classy standoff to my eyes. So Salford now back in position this time for this kick-off, as Goulding, seeing that, takes his time, though there is a big gap behind the men in the 10-metre line. Nothing from the 10-metre line to the try line. Now, are we going to see some quick thinking from Saints? No, it's the orthodox long one, going deep. Farber makes absolutely certain that's his jogs before sprinting forward, and surely a little bit high there from Vivas, but referee plays it on. Mann uses Panaper as a decoy, goes down. Panaper has it this time, but Panaper not really making any distance. Craig Randall looking so good. Nice little pass on. Jason Williams out there, Mann out there to McAvoy. Real chance for Salford. McAvoy running strongly and well. Didn't quite see, had support, and Williams on the left. Didn't matter. Salford still in possession, coming forward. Gregory in the line. Long, high, deep. Who's going for it? Williams in the end says it's his. McAvoy says that's mine. Tries to get clear, can't quite. The ball goes down. And in the end, a bit of scrappy play. Salford just playing just one pass too many to try and create the opening, but it's Saints at the end of it all who've jumped on the loose ball and made it there.
Yes, Sonny Nicol tidied it up after a loose play, long pass, overhead pass by Gregory, but it's moved quickly. Prescott in the line, sidesteps, but it's well taken. Critchley round the top, Blakely round the legs. Tommy Martin for the Saints at the acting half-back position. Joint goes in field, then straightens it up, but a horde of tacklers there. Salford just trailing 12 points to 8. Goulding trying to run the angles, bringing the runners in. Loughlin, interception. Now can Nathan Macro go the length of the field? No, he can't. Haig just a little bit too fast on him, but nonetheless that was an excellent break from him, seeing that there was a chance. Salford moving this ball out well. Mann's in the line now. Can he make it on his own? He's going inside. He's going, and he has. Absolutely brilliant rugby league football. The McAvoy break up the left from the interception, but then that was brilliant rugby from Salford right along the line. And Mann, what was something like
40 metres out, took that ball. He made the space his own between the Saints defenders, and then he had the speed to go through. But even then, it wasn't easy because Prescott seemed as though he got him well covered. But a little shimmy from Mann, an extra bit of space and sheer determination to throw himself over the line was an absolutely magnificent try for me, that one, Ron.
Blakely there with the extras, and it gives Salford the lead for the first time, Steve, by 14-12.
Well, the game started off well. When Saints went into this 12-2 advantage, it looked a bit ominous, but now it's the Salford fans shouting after that brilliant try.
I didn't know they had any spectators here, Steve, till just. They're in the lead now, 14-12.
Well, that's right, Salford fans not noted for that making that much noise, but that really was something that would bring all home fans to their feet. Now what can Salford do now? Forber slips. 14-12, it's half time. Nothing silly. 40 minutes gone. We're into the injury time. Panepa decides to run it. Makes a few important meters. Salford got to play this safe, this phase of the game. And after all that, whole thing going to be stopped. The referee's seen something, and I think a knock-on is going to be given. Some penalty, perhaps, against Salford. It's the knock-on, and all of a sudden Salford are going to find themselves under pressure. Really have to have such good defence at this stage of the game. So an unforced error, really, that one, Ron, and with the putting going to Saints, it really puts Salford on the rack again in his final seconds of the first half.
Well, it does again, Steve, as you say. I didn't pick it up, I hadn't noticed it, and obviously the referee hadn't, but spectators crying for it, and consultation with the touch judge. It's the Saints head and ball. They've got to act quickly, time's running out. Prescott, Martin siding through, looking for the support. The ball's gone to ground. The ball's gone forward. Martin was going through, obviously looking for the support. But there you are again, as you said, Steve, an unforced error from the Saints this time. And I think their chance of obviously pinching the lead before the half-time has gone to ground.
Yeah, I think there was a difference, though. I think that time the Saints player was looking to keep play going. And that's always allowable, isn't it, in those situations. Critchley getting his head down to charge forward. And Salford 14-12 in the lead. Forber. A fearless. Well, first half, great first half run. Very much the score, perhaps just about reflecting it. Both sides contributed so much, and it's great to see a good first half, excellent rugby league, and still anybody's game.
Well, it still is anybody's game, and considering after 30 minutes, Saints were in the lead 12 points to 2, and then 2 tries within the space of 3 minutes. Blakely finishing one off, and Mann finishing the other off. Both converted by Blakely, puts a different complexion on the game, and Salford taking the lead for the first time after 35 minutes, and that's the time to score, isn't it? Just 5 minutes before the interval, but then rubbing salt in the wound and scoring 2 minutes before the interval, and well worthy of the half-time lead of 14 points to 12. So a very exciting game, Steve. Join us shortly for the second half. The half-time score, Salford 14, Saints 12. Back with you now for the second half of what must be classed as this pulsating game between these two sides. Saints in third position, Salford in 11th, but it's Salford that are in the lead at half-time by 14 points to 12, and well worthy of the lead. 2 excellent tries in the space of 3 minutes just before the interval. Eric Hughes will have a big ask, G in his side up. Already made 1 substitution. Phil Beaver's coming on for the injured Shane Cooper. Ian Pickavance, that's just had a cartilage operation, he's still in the dugout. And Salford will be beaming with coach Andy Gregory and Gary Jack, won't they, Steve? But it's Salford to receive the ball from the kick-off.
Yep. Salford 14-12. And Salford with first possession with Panepa. The question is, can Salford continue this momentum which they had towards the end of that second half? Long way to go in this game. Young driving in strongly, pushes one off. Comes back for more. Forber. Running strongly, pushes one off, comes back up the middle. The tacklers are there. Salford taking good ground with his first play. Like that. But the tackling from Laughlin had that in good measure. Gregory, nice little pass on. Here's a chance for Ford up that side. He kicks ahead and the ball's running, but it stays in play and Prescott has a chance to take it. Coming field, but a great chase from Salford. Excellent first six from Salford.
Yes, and Phil Ford again showing his versatility. Took it well, chipped it through, and Prescott did well to recover it. Saints now have the possession. Good, powerful, penetrating run, but solid tackling by the Red Devils. And Bernard Dwyer taking up the acting half-back position. He sees the gap, he drives for it. He only gains about 2 or 3 yards. Salford urged to get back onside. Now with Bobby Golding, chips it downfield. Scott Mann should take it comfortably, and he does so, deep in his own 20-metre area.
Mann having to run a long way. Crossfield, chase from Saints good, but Mann confident. And this time Saints, well, I think the referee's saying that there's probably 4 of them there in an offside position. And Salford again have the chance to go forward with the opportunity for Blakely to make ground with this touch kick. Another good kick from Steve Blakely. And Salford inside Saints territory. Davey Young going with the first one. No, it's Cliff Eccles. Good break forward from him. Salford getting on with it. Like that, David Young running cross field, but nonetheless going forward. Switch move. Panepa running well. In the end, a difficult ball to take, but taken it was. Randall trying to find an opening, can't. But Salford in a good position. Blakely. Forber doing well to take that one. But no ground made, and it's the last one. What can Salford do here? Saints attacking so well, but all of a sudden Gregory's in the clear. The little kick through. Salford are going for it. Prescott's going for it, and Prescott gets there first. So from nothing, a great little bit of thinking from Andy Gregory. The chase was on, but Prescott always seemed to have him be in control of that one run.
There again, Steve, on the 6th tackle again, the Saints hung off him. That's it, you don't know what the opposition's going to do, and as you said, Gregory gave the dummy and nearly scored.
So it's Salford with another chance to go forward. Mann took a good catch from the kick out, from the drop out. Panepa looking to find an opening, almost gets through, almost, but not quite. Good defence, good tackling from Saints. Salford going forward in numbers, probing and probing, but the Saints defence a match for that particular play. Mark Lee going back inside to Forber. Forber tackled on the 10-metre line. Salford having a lot of ball, good position as well. Which way will they go? Mark Lee gets it out to Gregory. Goes back inside, and Salford's so close, so unlucky on the last one. Which way is he going to go? Going to go that way. Goes to go over to Ford. Ford's going on his own, back inside, and Salford has scored! Brilliant play from Salford. It went all the way out to the right, and there was that man Ford out there who actually put the pass inside for, I think, I'm not sure whether it was Craig Randall at this stage, to go over and score. But what matters, it's 4 points for Salford, and it came at a very important part of the game at the start of the second half. Strikes that one well. Now the fans say that is an absolutely magnificent kick. Oh, what a wonderful lift with a goal like that, Ron.
Yes, superb. A superb conversion for a great try. What more could you want? 20 points to 12 now. It's 8 points in arrears after being 10 points in the clear. Yeah. Funny old game, as we say.
Yeah. Well, to put it in my language, we were 10 points down and now we're 8 points up, which is what you said. But crumbs, what a Salford performance we're seeing emerge today. A long way to go. Only 6 minutes gone in the second half. But nonetheless, Salford have an 8-point advantage. Sam Panaper, he was very conspicuous in that play that brought the try, certainly. And Salford have to take this game now to Saints. They've got to try and consolidate this position. Nothing silly, nothing fanciful. Forber was down and up, and it seemed as though it was a sort of half a trip. This time he decides he's tackled. Mark Lee creates an opening. Williams tries to stand clear, and he runs and he runs. A very elusive character. Randall's there, Marn's there. He goes a little kick over, keeps his eye on it, takes it, and Salford are still going forward. The referee says that's the last one. And Salford inside Saints territory. Gregory's going. Pass is going onwards. But the final one, the ball goes to ground. The move comes to nothing, and Saints, for the first time, I think in this half almost, have possession.
Yes, and they've got to do something with it, haven't they, Steve? John Neal onto Vivers. Vivers looking to get things going, but Saints are stood still. Bernard Dwyer turns in the tackle. Forber goes in over the top with Blakely completing the tackle. Certainly looking a little lost for idea, the Saints at present. Sonny Nicol comes through, and the Saints 10-match unbeaten run certainly looks in jeopardy. Salford have only won 3 matches so far this season. They've only 7 points to show for their efforts, but they always give you a good game here at the Willows, don't they? Golding onto Joint. He's trying to run out wide, but when the team, your opposition, come from behind to have an 8-point lead, certainly everything is bolstered up, isn't it? The tackling and the open play. Prescott chasing the ball. Scott Mann takes it well, but Sullivan up there quickly, but Salford in their own 20.
And didn't he make that look easy? It's so difficult to take a rugby league ball coming at you like that, and when you're under the pressure of somebody bearing down on you, the Scott Mann was, with Steve Prescott coming down on him, unflinchingly he took that ball and rescued a situation for Salford. Great take, Scott Mann, great take. Salford fans getting behind them, and again this time the referee is saying that they've not lined up straight, and the penalty going to Salford. And just at the moment, as you say, Saints just a little bit knocked out of the stride at the minute.
Well, they are, Steve. They're lacking in idea. They've never looked sharp. They're tackling in the second half. They've been only tackling one man on one, and it's no good. You've got to get in 2s and 3s, rough the opposition up, make them know that they've been tackled. But full marks to Salford. They're doing the job.
Let's hope it stays that way. Eccles, good, strong run from him. Gregory in the line, Forber straightening up, good strong run again from Forber. But that Saints tackling is better than Ron was suggesting. Gregory couldn't quite get that one away, does in the end, it went backwards. Salford doing well to hang on to that one then, Critchley that time. Panaper. Randall out there, not quite able to get clear. Panaper going straight, making important yards forward. It's the last tackle though. Mark Lee puts the kick through on his own, taken out there by Goulding, over to Prescott, and all of a sudden there's space for Saint.
Yes, a long pass there, a speculator by Bobby Goulding inside to Steve Prescott, as you say, Steve, but Saint still pegged in their own 20, looking for a good run, and Sonny Nicol there sets them on the way. But Saints lined out, and Saints, they bring it blindside. John Neal again, powers into the defence. Oh, slips a lovely ball away to Andy Haig. Lovely bit of invention from John Neal, this powerhouse Cumbrian forward. Good backing up there by Andy Haig this time. And Saints spread it again. Martin looking for that little chink. Oh, Martin looking to get shut of the ball again, and he loses it. Salford capitalise on it.
Yeah, something of a let off for Salford there. It was unforced, nobody wants it now, but Forber says, I'll have it. Takes the tackle, but yes, when Saints were trying to put something together, Martin was just trying to do a little bit too much. Eccles running forward, making ground for Salford. Salford's lined up totally on this left-hand side. Salford having a breather at the minute. Williams, Southsell one dubby, can't quite, he gets his pass on so well to Critchley. Critchley hangs on to it. Williams over to Gregory. Randall, nobody there. Not a good line from Salford. It's the last one. Salford all bunched on this left-hand side. It has to come left to Gregory, and Gregory will pass on to Ford. Ford gets his pass on to McAvoy. McAvoy puts in a kick that really he was moving away from, and Saints have no difficulty getting possession from that one.
Well, the idea was right there, Steve, from McAvoy, but he didn't get good contact onto the ball, and that could have been so different, but Saints covered it well. Bernard Dwyer and Taviva. Saints spread it out. Tommy Martin, he's got to stick hold of this ball, obviously trying to be inventive and get shut of it. He lost it midfield earlier on, but Saints have got to bolster the attack. Chris Joint looking for that half break. Joint again, saw the gap, went for it. Jason Williams tidied him up. Andy Gregory there offside at the play of the ball, but Bobby Golding, he's got to try and get the Saints going. He sees the gap, he moves forward again, but Eccles thunders him to the earth. The last tackle of this sequence, that was a quick set of six, there's no danger. And the Saints move it away. Martin, long cut-out ball to Loughlin. He chips it forward. Salford drop on it, do they? Yes, but they withstand the pressure. Scott Mann comes up with it.
Yeah, good defence from Scott Mann, that was. Excellent play from him. The kick went through and Mann made it his. Williams inside to McAvoy. Oh, that was a good tackle by Martin. Mann goes on his own and so difficult to put down. Gregory going forward again. Oh, great little dummy. Now what can Salford do here? They've got McAvoy there. McAvoy gets past one but can't break the tackles. Brilliant break by Gregory. And there's a little kick over, and Williams is going, and Williams has scored! Absolutely brilliant, opportunist thinking that was from the Kiwi. Absolutely magnificent. The break came first of all from Gregory. He had Forber with him, he didn't need him, he used McAvoy. McAvoy was tackled, it looks as though Williams was all wrapped up, but he put the kick over the top, chased it himself, and scored another try for Salford. What a cracker. Well, it looks good, and it's going, and it's there. That is so absolutely wonderful. Great accuracy. Deserves so much applause. For 26 points to 12 in the lead, 15 minutes in the second half, having been 12 points to 2 in arrears after 30 minutes. And Salford again looking to bring this forward. 15 minutes, 26-12, looking silly. They're not doing anything silly. They're doing things like that. Mark Lee taking every opportunity to go forward and play the ball again. Along the line to Forber. Forber running forward strongly. Again he eludes one, but not the second. And Salford, with 5 plays, have got inside the Saints half from the kick-off. Blakely with the kick this time. It's going deep, and it's running. And is he going to stop? No, over the line and give Saints the chance for a tap on the 20, but exhilarating start to the second half from Salford.
Well, it certainly is, Steve. Obviously you must be ecstatic, and I don't blame you. As I said last time, when you give us the hammer here, 34 points to 2, you dip your bread in. That's what it's all about, isn't it, when your side's on top?
Well, it doesn't have nothing enough for us, that's why, Ron.
Well, yes, maybe not, but obviously you just can't explain it, how you say it's a spot on, or your team is spot on one week and then you lose all impetus. But Nickel lose the ball. Nickel lost the ball. Salford capitalised on it, and an over-exuberant tackle there by Goulding.
Yep. Goulding always involved. Head-high tackle, a penalty to Salford, just when it looked as though Saints might have had a chance to build on something. But Nickel lost the ball in the tackle, the penalty attempt, and Blakely, well, with his kicking boots this afternoon, he's going to go for 2 more points. And you wouldn't actually put money on him not getting this one, would you?
Well, his kicking this afternoon, it's been excellent, hasn't he? Is it 5 he's kicked, 5 out of 5 or whatever, yes. But excellent there. But little altercation. Was it Gregory involved with that? Gregory and Golding, two fiery characters. But everything's resolved now. Salford have the penalty. Blakely looking for the mound of sand to extend the lead to 28 points to 12 if he's successful. And as you said, with the way he's kicking today, Steve, you wouldn't you'd put your money on him, wouldn't you?
So if that doesn't put the death wish on him for this one, I don't know what does. No, but a great goalkeeper Steve Blakely is.
Well, he's teeing up, Steve. Obviously, we don't know who our next opponents are going to be, neither of us. Regal Trophy draw, second round of the Regal Trophy tomorrow, made at 12:30 tomorrow. So obviously, both sides here looking for a home draw. And if Salford do win today, which it certainly looks that way, they will be on a build-up, won't they, for next week. Big job for Saints coach Eric Hughes to get his side up, GM up, ready for next week, no matter who the opponents are.
Too early to talk about victories today, Ron. Long way to go. And there's one that is just gone to the left of the post, but again, so close. So close, and Salford hopefully going to regain possession again. Ford alert to what was going on, wanting to make it his, wanting to run. Crossfield eludes one and still goes forward. Working so hard this season, Phil Ford, in this game and in others. Right, change on the Saints side. Pick advances on for Dwyer. Pick advance for Dwyer. Salford trying to work something. Randall has to take the tackle. Gregory in the line again, Eccles. And Salford sensibly calming things down. Lee comes back inside, nice little play here. Farber tries to break the tackle, doesn't quite, but there was opportunities there. Salford alert to what was going on, men in support. Williams still works the short side. Mark Lee just a little kick forward. It comes back to Salford. Salford have 6 more, surely. The referees wave them out. So take it cool, lads. This is another big chance. Mark Lee going and going. Nice little dummy, and Salford with another 5 to come now. So close again to the Saints line. What can they do here? They don't have to do anything silly. They just have to play it steady. But the Saints' defence is good. Salford going driven back at that play, but Salford have still 4 tackles. Working out right. Panaper having to take the tackle. Good defence from Saints. Salford probing another try here. Really could be in terms of being decisive, but they've a long way to go yet. Eccles is breaking one, but not the second tackle. Saints defence so good at this stage. Who wants it? Blakely says, I'll have it. A 1 point will do, thank you very much. One better than none. And Salford attacking and making it into points. 27-12. And Salford running back to be in position for the kick-off, not to be caught out again with a quick kick-off. Good play from Salford again. There's the quick kick-off from Goulding. And Salford are in position. And Marr makes that his, and Salford come forward again. This time it's not a good chase from Saints, because Marr makes it outside the 20 before the tackle's made, and Salford certainly having so much the better of the possession at the minute. There's one that's clearly lost. The referee waves them off, and it's another 6 for Salford, and Gregory shrugs off the tacklers. Goes forward on to McAvoy. McAvoy so unlucky. Important tackle from Gibbs. Gregory's there again. Where's his support? He's got so many of them. Blakely says that's mine. Blakely steps. Can't quite get clear of Gibbs. Another good tackle from him. And Salford into the Saints half again. Randall. Nice little dummy. Had me fooled, but not his tackler. Mark Lee going forward. Gets his pass on to Blakely. Blakely sells the dummy. Sees the space. Nearly creates an opening, but the tackling from Saints don't let him get away. Going left. Gregory's running. He's running. Oh, but in the end he just drops the ball, and it's left to McAvoy to make sure that Sullivan's tackled. So a move there that came to naught, but good play from Salford.
Well, excellent, and Gregory's been instrumental, I think. I know a few of the spectators have said that they thought that Gregory was a bit lax, but he's certainly showed his mettle in this second half.
He rises to the big occasion, Ron.
Yes, well, he's an experienced campaigner, isn't he? Beavers inside to Nicholl, but Saints are going nowhere fast. A fortnight's rest, both of these teams, and the preparation should have been right for some challenge, but Salford have put them off the game, especially after Saints had a good start. Half an hour gone and 12 points for 2 up, but it's been one-way traffic since, and it's 27 points for 12 now in Salford's favour with 17 minutes of the game remaining, Steve, and Salford have the possession.
Yeah, and that period of play was from a Saints that were quite different from the Saints that we saw in the first half hour. They really didn't look as though they knew where to go then. But this man does. He wants to go through, and he does it so well. An important tackle from Gibbs again on forward then, because he was almost clear. Forber, Williams, steps, McAvoy takes the tackle, no way through. Salford playing through the tackles, playing it safe. Now they're going forward like that. Gregory again, but Eccles taken down, but makes good ground nonetheless. And Gregory there again. Nice little pass on to Panaper, but the pass brought back for forward. I don't actually think that one was wrong. It was a well-timed flat pass, and Salford unfortunately brought back there.
Well, it didn't look much from our angle, I must be quite honest, Steve. Gregory there again, putting Panaper through, and he's not been involved as much as he usually is. Panaper, I thought he'd been very quiet. But Saints have the possession, let's see what they can do with it. Mann comes in, looked certainly a little high on Paul Loughlin. He's only about 6'3", Loughlin, but holding down is the indication. And Saints have the penalty. And Bobby Golding takes it quickly and finds touch just over 10 metres inside the Salford half. Time running out for the Saints, 27-12. I think I said 26-12 before, but 27-12 is the score with that Blakely drop goal just a few minutes ago. But a rare excursion in the Salford half. Martin to Nicol. Nicol bursting through, a lofted pass to Gibbs, but the pass is forward. And as I said, I'm ensconced here with plenty of Salford spectators, but we didn't get any calls for a forward pass there. Certainly another one that looked borderline.
Yep, I do think that one was particularly forward. But I can say that now, the referee's given it. And Gregory must be shattered. He's been so involved in this match, so instrumental in so much of Salford's play. And McAvoy, not seen so much of him today, but nonetheless. Now it's a little bit of slackness, and you can't afford slackness at any time in the game. Salford perhaps lucky to get away with that, or not penalised for a knock-on. Ford's all on his own though, and Salford just punched in the middle of the field, having a breather, perhaps thinking that enough's enough, but it's not. 25 minutes only. There's still a long way to go in this game. One sniff of a try for Saints and the whole complex of the match could change. So Salford haven't played yet, but they've got Gregory playing like that. Brilliant play. Nice inside pass, goes to ground, and that man has got to be offside. So another penalty for Salford, but again it's Gregory doing so much into it, Ron.
Well, he's been superb, hasn't he? The old maestro again, the old Gregory, the Gregory that we know when he was playing with Wigan. Scythe through the Saints defence there. The ball went out, unfortunately touched Sonny Nicol. Apollo Pedalini went to pick it up in an offside position. Penalty to Salford on the attack again.
Yeah, what a great break from Gregory. It's so elusive with his running. And Salford on the attack now. Can they convert this period of play into more points? David Young wants to, doesn't he do so well? Going forward again there. Gregory the first one. Little back one to Eccles. Saints having to tackle and tackle and tackle this Salford wave coming forward again. Who wants it? Panaper. But that time not eluding or deceiving the Saints tacklers in any way. Nobody over this side. Goes back inside. Forward does well to hang on to it, but still gets his pass away. And Mark Lee's going forward. Always dangerous in that position, Mark Lee. So deceptive with his running. And Salford within the shadow of the post again. Blakely wants to know what to do, so he comes back inside. He's still dodging and weaving. He gets his pass on to Mark Lee, is it? The pass goes there, and Salford, Randall perhaps it was, so close. The shadow of the post. Mark Lee's going to go on his own, but he's going to be held up and pushed back, and there's still another tackle to come. But no, he's got it! Oh dear me, under all those players, his hand must have come out and scored right by the post. I think it was Mark Lee. We can't see even, I wouldn't imagine on the video, let alone from this distance, but that really is an ideal reward for Mark Lee, if it is him, who works so hard round that position. And Mark Lee is what we all seem to want to say it is. Salford fans are loving it. Under the post as well. It looked as though the Saints tacklers had got him all bottled up, but sheer persistence and determination, and he stuck a hand out with the ball in it and placed it down for a try. Another one to Salford.
Well, I'll tell you what, Steve, if we win today, it's a verbal Mully's window job.
Well, I hope we're not taking you up on that for any reason. But Blakely surely calming himself to make sure that, yes, 2 more points and 6 points, 33 points to 12 in Salford's favour. And how much longer have we got to go, Ron?
11 minutes.
11 minutes to go.
11 long minutes as far as I'm concerned.
Well, let's hope that Salford don't relax. They've had a lot of possession in this second half, and not only that, they've used it to score points, because points are the things that win the matches, and Salford are in this good position today. 11 minutes to go. A change on the Salford team. It's Scott Naylor who's come on, and I'm looking around. I think it's Critchley who's gone off. And there's the fresh legs. He will go forward with determination like that, already looking to go forward. Williams onto Forber. Forber having to check. But again, Salford still wanted it. Still wanting to go forward. Gregory wants it. David Young wants it. Pushes one off, but then taken down in the tackle. Nichols pushes Picker Vance off. Applause from the Salford fans for that run. Goes back to Blakely for the kick with time. High, it's got distance. Good kick. Goes to Prescott. The chasers are there. Runs his 10 metres before Salford tackle him.
Yes, obviously limited touches for the Saints D in this second half, much to your delight. But Loughlin trying to run the Saints out of deep position. Salford penalised for not marking up at the play of the ball. Saints had brought clear. Tony Sullivan had come in. Bobby Golding allowed to take the kick again. He went to take the kick, and the referee had come across. But it's Saints in possession. John Neal, 10 metres inside the Salford half. Saints on obviously the wrong end of a 33 points to 12 drubbing here, with still, what can we say, 9 minutes remaining. Martin, joint, run hard and strong, but the Salford tackling has been firm. Paul Farber penalised her for going in enthusiastically at the tackle. Didn't look all that bad from our angle, but the referee was moved in quickly. And Saints fine touch 10 metres from the Salford line. Looking to get the third try, which will only be a consolation try, I feel, if Saints can get over the whitewash. Ian Pickervance back. He's had about 3 weeks out, had a cartilage operation. John Neal shrugs the tacklers off. Martin along the line to Nickel. Nickel looking for the runners. Super tackle there. Farber involved again. Vivers at the acting half-back position. Inside to Golding, looking for a runner. Perolini, I think it was, but he went without the ball. And Salford come up. That's the story of our life this afternoon, Steve.
Yeah, it's good to see. 32 minutes gone, counting this clock down. Salford defending so well in that period. Salford having the luxury of being able to take a little breather at the minute. David Young won't know. He'll drive forward and does so. Lee says that's mine. Gregory says that's mine. We'll pass on to Randall, and Randall so nearly manages to elude his tackler. Forward onto Gregory, and that one goes a strange kick, that was. And the referee is going to follow what the touch judge is saying, that it came off Yes, it came off a Saints player, is what the referee is saying. Scott Mann, man of the match, deservedly so. Might have been Gregory. Change on the Salford side. Craig Randall, well, young man, developed and matured so much this season, receiving great applause from the fans over that side, and deservedly so. He in his turn says thank you to them. Great accolade for Craig Randall. And Bob Marsden coming on. So that's not a bad swap, is it? So Salford with the possession yet again. They've had so much of it today. And when they've not, they've tackled so well. Oh, what play this is. Blakely gets away with it. It went backwards, says the referee. So Salford still have the chance to move forward. Naylor so near to get... Look at this, so difficult to put down. Scott Naylor so determined in his running. As is this man, Jason Williams. Hodgson, he still gets his pass on to Ford. He's going to do the same. He's going to go forward and run. Now what can Ford do? So positive in his play. He plays the ball. He wasn't perhaps grounding himself in full flow. Superb sight. It's McAvoy over that side. He steps inside one, but that Saints cover. Very, very good for that time. Ball's going anywhere. The referee didn't see it. He says it's the last one. Salford still have possession, so close now to this line. It's the high one. The chasers are there. Everybody's under it. Marr makes it his, goes back to Blakely. Blakely's going to kick forward, chase, but this time it goes safely to, is it Prescott out there? But yet another good attack from Salford, superb attack from Salford.
Yes, instigated again by the veteran Phil Ford. He's certainly full of running, there's no danger about that. The referee waves the tackle count clean. Saints trying to spread it in dangerously right in front of their own line. But Salford press up. Perolini manages to penetrate the 20 metre. Only 5 minutes D and counting. Less than 5 minutes on our watch. And a great win for the Red Devils this afternoon. Paul Loughlin breaks out of the tackling onto Bobby Golding. He's been kept exceptionally quiet this afternoon, but he got a knock early on in the game.
He did, but he's a tough guy and he lost that one. But what's happening now is that the Salford fans are sensing that there actually is a victory here against the mighty Saints, because Salford fans have seen Salford in the lead in the past and then losing it. But today it really does look as though we're going to see a victory, and that really is bringing the fans to life. And that man, Ford, surely referee, he was demolished after he kicked that one, but the referee says play on. But Ford again involved in so much. I mean, Ron, you keep talking about his age. Today it's been experience that we've seen.
Well, it is experience. Probably two of the oldest men on the field, Gregory and Phil Ford, and they've ripped the Saints to shreds, haven't they? And Saints just more or less going through the motions now. Perolini, well, a high tackle indicated, nothing in that at all from our angle, but certainly the referee, some of his decisions have left a lot to be desired this afternoon from both sides.
Oh, I'm not sure about that, Ron. I mean,
well, you obviously you're going to say that, Steve. Well, you're in the lead 33-12, aren't you? But
he didn't score the tries.
Oh no. But Loughlin now centre field and coming across field, tried to draw the defence, brought down on the 20. Scott Gibbs was with him, but solid tackling again, as it's been all afternoon from the Red Devils. Make sure that the man's brought down. Gibbs 12 metres short of the line, more or less centre field. The Salford defence going to be tested, but it's John Neal running onto Perolini. Perolini looking for his first touchdown in the league with the Saints on his league debut. Golding chips it through. Scott Mann, the man of the match, takes it comfortably.
He does. He makes it look so easy, and it's not. It's so difficult, but he was that, isn't he? Mopped that attack up, and yes, we really do have a Salford victory today. What a wonderful occasion this has been. Well, at the start of the game, I reminisced about the great victory last season, not really thinking that we were going to see another one today. And when at 12-2 down with 30 minutes gone, Saints on top, I thought, oh dear. But no, look, this is the Salford we've seen today. The Salford we've seen today is a Salford like that, making yards and yards from absolutely nothing. And Paul Farber, and Salford still wanting to make the plays. Like that, brilliant attack. Now where are the options? The options are out there for Phil Ford. He's coming in, he's going outside, and he's going to score a brilliant try. Absolutely fabulous. Could there be any better way of finishing a victory like this one? But with a try like that, started by that charge up the middle from Forber. The passing after that was absolutely superb, and perhaps Phil Ford, having a magnificent game himself, made a monkey of the Saints defence in the end, turning them inside out to score another try for Salford. How many have they scored, Ron?
Oh, too many, Steve.
I can't be. Oh, what a brilliant finish. And Forber right up the middle.
Yeah, right up the middle. We know what he can do. He's been at Saints 11 years, as I said.
37-12. And Blakely, yet again, with another 2 points. Only one miss this afternoon from him. Absolutely magnificent. 39 points to 12 as we get to the very end of the game. Seven tries, Ron's count. Oh, one ball dropped, hardly matters. But what a great finish to this game with that superb team try that Phil Ford was on the end of. Salford playing crisp, incisive rugby. Well, in the paper, Gary Jack was talking about the Jekyll and Hyde team, the team that could beat Wakefield convincingly and lose to Hull. But today, it's been that Wakefield team that really has done so well. 6 tries is what we've seen from Salford. 7 goals from Blakely, plus a drop goal. And that against the mighty Saints. Saints, a well and truly defeated outfit here at the Willows this afternoon. And the Salford fans believing at last that Salford are the team that we always believe that they could be. Great play from Salford, great victory. Chance here for Saints right at the very end, but for all that the Salford cover is still moving across. Before the final hooter, a victory. The Salford players punch the air with delight. They deserve it. The Salford fans stand and applaud what has been a memorable, exciting game, and a victory that we can all, Salford fans, can look back on with enormous joy and pleasure as the fans stay to cheer their heroes off the field. Do you want a quick word, Ron?
Well, not really. Obviously, I've seen enough. 14-12 at the interval. It was essential that Saints got back into the action straight away, but unfortunately they didn't. They were just stood very pedestrian. Salford took them apart. It took them 4 minutes for the opening score. We didn't know who'd scored it. We think it's Randall, but that put them on the way. And then a great display by this maestro Andy Gregory and the veteran Phil Ford as well. It's just how it goes on the day. You can't weigh it up, can you, Steve? You go to Hull only a couple of weeks ago, you get stuff. You come here against top of the table opposition and you wipe them out, don't you? Great display by Salford. They've done the business on the day. They've just got to keep it up. It's all a matter of consistency, isn't it?
Yeah, the fans know it. They're staying to cheer and salute their heroes. Thrilling victory, magnificent result. Well played, Salford. Salford 39, St Helens 12. Well played, Salford.